This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and it is launch day for M21, so everybody should be able to play it now. And I am celebrating launch day with a deck that I think is fun, and I'm not sure will be particularly competitive. I'll get that out in the open. This is Mono Black Control with Ugin the Spirit Dragon. So the deck tries to go really big with Solemn Simulacrum, a Wish board with Karn the Great Creator, Control with Eliminate, a new spell that destroys target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 3 or less, as well as Grasp of Darkness, a reprint that gives -4/-4 until end of turn. Also has Murderous Rider, and yeah, I think I mentioned Extinction Event. So, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. This is a card you've got to get used to. If you haven't played with it before, it's a reprint. It's known to be powerful. It's a very beloved planeswalker from a very beloved format. And this is 8 freaking mana, but the abilities are super powerful. This can wipe the battlefield. It can lightning bolt the face. It can -10 to draw 7 after just 2 turns. It's freaking awesome. To help it out is another reprint, Solemn Simulacrum. The Sad Robot searches the library for a swamp, puts on the battlefield, and when it dies, you draw a card. Basically, it's 3 cards in one: a 2/2 creature, a land on the battlefield, and the card you get when it dies. If you get all that together, it's a nice bundle of value that you do need if you're ever going to get to 8 mana reliably and hold off the battlefield. Mazemind Tome is a card I'm really excited to play. Scrying, Drawing. This is a card that maxes out on it because you really want to play it on turn 2. The Scries help you put away cards that aren't good in particular matchups, like Grasp and Extinction Event, while the draw effect, if you're not under pressure, this can just draw 4 cards and gain some life, which is pretty excellent, quite honestly. The mana base can afford some Mobilized District and Castle Lock Dwayne. We have a Wish board for Karn over here with a few new cards. I have Tormod's Crypt, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. I have Witch's Cauldron. This is a weird one, but if you think your opponent's going to play cards like Claim the Firstborn, you never want a card like Murderous Rider or Stonecoil Serpent, which is also in the board here, on the battlefield. But with a Witch's Cauldron, you're much better off. Same if they have their own Murderous Riders like adventure creatures. It's not one you fetch often, but it is a reprint. The Crypt, hitting the whole graveyard for 0, plays alongside Cage and Shadow Spear as all kinds of ways. Oh, I'm sorry. Soul Guide Lantern as all kinds of ways to hit the graveyard. Shadow Spear's some life gain. Also, the Hexproof Indestructible thing is relevant. The Sorcerer's Spyglass turn off all various planeswalkers you don't like. Sparkhunter Massacre we're trying out from the new set with protection from planeswalkers. Firemind Vessel, Bolus's Citadel, Godpharaoh Statue, Meteor Golem, Stonecoil Serpents. Alright guys, I'll need your help to tell people in the comments. Also, I know you can't see the last few cards of the sideboard. I am sorry about that. I can't find a good place to put my head with the new deck viewer that they introduced. I'm glad it's here. Just don't know where to put my face. We'll figure it out. You tell me in comments. Where should I put my face? Also, I need your help in comments because people are going to be like, why didn't you play ranked? Look at the rares and the freaking mythic in this deck. How can I evaluate this deck if you don't play ranked, CGB? And to you guys, I say 2 things. Number 1, it's release day. I don't play ranked on release day for 2 very important reasons. The first is that it's always buggy. Like, load times are slow, there's complaints about black screen, lockout errors that are happening in the game. Like, everybody knows the game is freaking buggy on release day. And it's just too much of a feels bad to disconnect in the middle of a tense ranked match. It would be not great content, in my opinion. And then the second thing is, get ready for this one, I'm tired. I actually like ranked to be a reflection of how I can play when I'm trying. If I'm tired and exhausted like I am on release week from playing endless hours and working on decks and making content for you guys, then I don't play my best. So on days when I know I can't play my best, I don't play ranked. And I think that's a good way to approach it. You can do whatever you want to. I'm not telling you what to do, but me, I'm going to play ranked when I feel I can play my best. That's the end of the story. All right. It's time to dive in with Mono Black Ugin, or as also known in affectionate Magic circles, Ugin, and let the nonsense begin. All right, a hand with Agonizing Remorse, the Tome, and the Solemn. On the draw, I'm a little worried about double Remorse if the opponent is, I don't know, aggressive. Come and get it. 19. Eliminate off the top. There's a lot of removal spells. Should definitely draw them as the game goes on. So is there a follow-up here? Also, I don't know what's up with the music, by the way. Oh, maybe that's what's up. Top tier content. So, do we start hitting the hand? I guess the opponent doing a Gem Raiser is a really good reason not to play the Tome, and taking 3 isn't that bad. Hello. Guys, that's a lot of Giant Growth. Also, I'm pretty sure I saw 3. Why have they only revealed 2 now? What is that nonsense? Another Serpent off the top. All right. We'll hold up the Eliminate. We need to top deck land really bad. We only run 26 land. It's a good reason that we probably just won't draw any, right? We can't just move in on an Eliminate because the opponent will move in on a Giant Growth if we do that. So we have to play around those things. We did draw the land. Let's get a Tome down. If I remember correctly, these are 3 Giant Growths, so we have to keep playing removal spells. And I have to keep taking damage and not moving in on the Eliminate. It's gonna be ugly. I don't know if I can actually beat this. Alright, Giant Growth. They're going for lethal. That's what we needed. We needed them to commit, and they did. All right. Get them. Let's also make sure we use the Tome to try to find another removal spell here. Does the opponent fire the last Giant Growth? They do not. And they have second Gingerbrute. Okay, scry. Another land. On one hand, I need to hit land. On the other hand, I need removal. So let's try to find removal. Wasn't meant to be. I guess we could still take a random card off the top. These Gingerbrutes are gonna kill us though. Ooh. Oh man, that's about the worst draw we could have pulled off. Haste. I could grab this and hope the opponent starts bricking. Yeah, I think that's the best move I can make right now. Just take 3 damage away from them. Well, 2 damage. Yeah, they bricked. They drew a land, but now Questing Beast is a possibility. And we're going to try to get this Tome. We're going to try to get this Tome to where it gives us 4 life. All right, draw. You'd think I used up all of the removal spells in the deck the way this is going. We are dead to a Giant Growth right here. Also, Ugin doesn't solve 2 Gingerbrutes on its own. Land. We've still got a chance. Ow. All right. I think we draw. We're probably going to draw. So let's just go ahead and take the card. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do this now. It might be something we can use this turn. Probably should have left the district untapped. Did not think that was going to happen. All right, Karn, what can you do?
Until you have lived as a statue, my grief fuels my mission.
I guess we can try to race with some life. We could name Gingerbrute, and they can't make the Gingerbrute unblockable. Or we could grab a Shadow Spear. I actually think it's the Spear. Let's make the opponent use their mana to attack through the Solemn. No! No! Not like this. All right, down to 3. Karn is dead. Ugin can come down, leaving the Ginger Brutes in play. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is there a better way to do it? I could attack with the Solemn and if the opponent blocks with the Beast, but they won't because I draw a card. Then Ugin could come down and kill it that way. I don't think that's worth it. I think this is the play. Oh, hi. It's me, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Alright, the opponent has top decks that win the game. Any pump spell? Any haste creature, I think? No. Another Ginger Brute would do it. Off the top, it's a Lovestruck Beast. I don't think that does it. Oh my goodness. Epic close game. Going to 1, potentially. Yeah, they're going face. All right, we gotta start picking these off. And we also want to equip and attack for sure, because we need the life. Hold on. What if I equip to the district? A little more life if I do that, right? And I'm not using the mana anyway, right? It says 4, but it's 3 because we control Ugin. It will wear off at the end of the turn, but we get a little more life this way. I'm still going to leave this back to tax the opponent's mana. Don't think racing is really what I need. All right, up to 5. Plus the Ugin shoot. Oh, I should have shot the Ginger Brute. Oops, that's a mistake. Now we can equip this. Well, we can reactivate the district. It just doesn't matter against the brutes. But we'll move it over here, just because. Then we don't have to use the mana next turn. But I think it was a bit of a mistake. Should have killed a brute. Let's see if the opponent can punish me for it. The Solemn can block a questing beast now, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're making mana. At least it's not a pump spell. Okay, we get the Pelt Collector in here to go with the Lovestruck Beast. Next turn we might play other Ugin. I could have had the opponent's board completely swept if I killed that thing. Trample and Lifelink, Hexproof and Indestructible, this is haste. Okay. Just checking. I can sweep these two anyway, just with the Ugin that I have. Yeah, that's better, right?
Return to the essence of the multiverse.
Attack. Up to 6. New Ugin. Shoot a Ginger Brute. Alright, what can you do?
Ghost fire.
Ghost Fire. Wow, Ugin's a chatty Cathy, never shuts up. A few misplays that game, but pulled it off by very, very slim margins. Going first, removal spells, let's go. And a sad robot. I am ready. Give me something to shoot. Or not. Scryland. Interesting. Probably just top decked it, or they would have played it turn 1 to leave options open. Are we Simic Flash? Let's find out. What you got? So far, so good. Target acquired. I would feel a lot better. A lot better if I had a Grasp of Darkness. But because I have an Extinction event, let's attack and see if the opponent will try to ambush. All right. Tome. Card advantage. It's how you beat them. You have to keep the creatures from killing you, and then you have to have more cards than they have counter spells. So they're probably seriously considering getting rid of this. Okay. Let's get the pressure off the board, but rewind is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Card should never be reprinted. Like, look at what they get to do. It's dumb. It's absolutely dumb. They're gonna let me kill that wolf, so. All right, let's try for another one. 2 of these would be able to block a Night Pack Ambusher. Opponent says fine. And then we try to hold the eliminate for, I don't know, some kind of a target. Sure, that's a target. But I want the opponent to counter it. So we wait. I really do want them to use counter spells or mana, something on their turn so they don't get the tokens. And the event has a chance to resolve, so that's what we're going for. Opponent's way ahead because they are playing with broken cards. Okay, they're rewinding to protect the shark. It's nice. Like, this card is so stupid. Why would you introduce this to a Flash metagame? And the Brazen Borrower, wow. What do you guys think? They use 2 rewinds, 2 hard counters. Will Extinction event resolve? Will Ugin resolve? That's helpful. That is something we needed. Get him. Get in that hand. This is our chance. Baron, which I don't think that matters, and Brazen Borrower. They are naked. Bye. Even gets rid of tokens. The opponent still gets to play Brazen Borrower. If I had 1 more mana, Grasp of Darkness would be interesting. Now they also get to bounce the Borrower and draw a card, which is going to feel good for them. We need them to not hit more hard counters as they try to finish me off. They didn't play the Baron. That resolves. Scary. Is it a shark? Another Borrower. Definitely have to kill one of them now before the opponent has the chance to top deck. Nice draw. Might turn out to be lethal. Okay. And they again didn't play Baron, so they drew another something that's probably going to kill us, right? So we'll go for the Grasp on the Borrower. If they have another Borrower or a Shark, we can't win anyway. The high, like the super high roller play is to go for the Ugin. They should let this resolve, but this is just bait. All right, well, stupid deck. Hate it. Hate everything about it. On the play, Tome. Let's do it. This is mono red. We play mono red. Mono red. Fervent champion. Attack face till they're dead. Alright. I don't need more land. What do I need? More removal, right? Read Maze Mind Tome. It says gain 4 life. You can't possibly win. Interesting. Guess no light up the stage. One time. Dubs? I think 1 should be enough, but I guess you never know. It's one of my better cards against them. Let's take it. We could play a 2-3. The opponent would still get to attack with champion. I don't think that's particularly great, to be honest. Maybe we just end up drawing with the tome. But we get to hold up removal. There's the Annex. Naming odd is going to be nice. I'm just going to draw a card here. We have our land drop. We don't need upkeep scries. That was mono red. No more mono red. Sweep their board till they're dead. More Fervent Champion, which they definitely top decked. Or they, I think, would have played it to go with the other one. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would have. Okay, perhaps they saved light up the stage. Perhaps we have a next level mono red gamer. Thinking about this extra extinction event, I'm feeling okay. Okay. Get all the value from those stages. Karn? What do you do? You can't equip an Embercleave, but otherwise you don't do much, right? There's a Shadow Spear in my board, but I don't think Karn is the answer. Don't think that's the card we're looking for. Do I exile these? Leave them with nothing going on? Or do we draw a card and hold up Murderous Rider for their Torbran or something? I think that's fine. I would love for them to play a few more odd creatures or another Annex. I would also love for them to play a Torbran so I can remove it. We're going to gain 4 life, so we're not in that much danger. That's something I can remove. That's not bad. And they... See guys? Alright, let's draw the card. Also, let's do this before the Torbran. They should have played the... I guess it's tough, right? Do you play the Torbran first or the Steamkin? If you expect removal, you probably play the Annex first. I said Torbran, I meant Annex. Talking is hard. I'm very tired. Very tired when new sets are released. I do a lot of sleeping. I even said I do a lot of sleeping. I do not a lot of sleeping. I do a lot of gaming. Odd. Gone. Go away. Let's get another tome cooking. I think that's better than holding up Grasp. They keep coming. They just don't quit. That's a keep, right? It's pretty good here. Just a bucket of value. Opponent's probably really happy to have something to Bone Crusher Giant. But I guess if they do that, they still have to deal with the Rider. Shock? Gladly. Shock is just fine. Well, look what we got here. Not very good. I have enough mana though, and I probably just need to take my draw and use this to draw a card. I think the trade is still okay. I know I could try to keep it around, but I think it's fine. Up to 9 mana. Let's go, Karn.
I have faced worse than the likes of you. I will not stop.
What's the card? Witch's Cauldron for protection from Bone Crusher Giants. Brilliant. Why not? Let's also get this before the opponent can top deck a instant speed burn spell. Dodgy boy. And the pumps. Do you attack me or do you attack Karn? Mana situation is looking real.
My retribution will be swift.
Draw. 4 more life. Lethal. Lethal to the red mage. Yeah, I think we can roll. On the draw, though, it's pretty hard, but we'll hope that our opponent is trying to, I don't know, Simic Flash or Ramp or something that makes these remorses good. They've been pretty rough in most of my games so far, but it looks like here the opponent's going slow and we have a shot. Oh look, Growth Spiral. What a nice card. Okay then. I guess I get the gist. I could just take the Ugin now. Next turn's probably not going to be anything from them, so I'll get another take. The thing is, eventually Ugin's going to happen, but Murderous Rider isn't bad against it if we play around it, and our deck's pretty well set up for that, so I'll take Nissa, and then I'll take Nissa again. And as long as our opponent doesn't draw Nissa number 3, which is now guaranteed to happen because I said it. Really? That's frustrating. That is frustrating, but they don't have a full graveyard yet. Come on, man. Come on. Really? Alright, well, cool. Can't beat Simic by, I don't know, removing things. It just beats you. It just beats you because every card's a 2-for-1 and every card is better than your whole deck. But we'll see. We're not out of it yet. We can do this thing. Stick a fork in Nissa, she done. Try to keep the deck moving forward. Nissa's also really good against our Ugins as well, which is a big problem. They go to the top. Easy Nissa, right? Easy Nissa number 3. What a set of draws our opponents had. What a gamer. That's a good draw, though. That's like a you're telling me there's a chance kind of draw. And remember, they also kept on top. In case it is a Krasis, we should kill this now. They kept a breeding pool. Okay. Still not enough for the Uro yet. This buys us some breathing room. Cry to the top. Must be good. If it's anything that goes to the graveyard, they get Uro. Oh my gosh. I'm just so disgusted of Simic. I don't think there's anything I'm more sick of. Cat oven? Alright, that's enough complaining. I'm sleepy. You guys never go easy on me. There's no point in asking for mercy. You guys are always going to be mean to me no matter what in comments, but I'm gonna try to scale it back. Alright, more of this. Who knows, we might draw our own Ugin. Probably not, but we might. At least my opponent can show us how the card works. Wow, they didn't shoot my face. Okay. Draw a removal spell, we might be okay. Unfortunately for us, our opponent keeps drawing spells. And we do not. Ugin down. Murderous Rider to block the Uro. Maze Mind Tome to draw a card. Try to rebuild our life total. Might need this for a scry. We'll see. Does depend what the opponent has. Math. Yep. Math is fun. Alright, we're Cultivate. Could be worse. I'm waiting for the next spell so I can say it's worse. Get 2 lands. Okay, not dead. The Murderous Rider has to fight the Hydra, which is going to gain some life. Extinction Event can take out the Uro or the Hydra, not both. They're still not drawing land off the top. They refuse to brick. I think I take the draw. I think the cards are more important than the scry. Regrets. I have a few. Let's name odd. Play a rider. Why did it tap the... I guess we're not going to activate the district and block with it anyway, but still frustrating. Okay. Well, we drew 11 land. Our opponent ramped like hell and still drew more spells than we did. We're not quite dead unless they remove this. Great. Cool. There's a land. Cards in graveyard, not enough yet. Staying alive, staying alive. Karn, where have you been? What do you do now? You a giant stone coil serpent. Meteor Golem. Could name Ugin. Could get Grafdigger's Cage for the Uro. I think first we should see what we draw. Yes! Alright.
Evil must not be tolerated. I will not lose another friend.
Think it's you. Our opponent's going to top deck Nissa and kill us, right? That's easy mode. I guess we can activate Mobilize District. Yeah, we can now, right? Because of the Karn. So we do have a stop to Anissa. Game got close. Opponent's not using Upkeep Scry for Castle either. If I get, like, next turn, I'm probably going to have to Spyglass that thing. Oh no, stop, 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 that's too much mana. Stop. Oh, Ugin, by the way, is lethal. That would be hype. Oh my goodness. They just tapped a Krasis? Is that what you're telling me? Wow, like QQ is too much to ask. All right. I'm so glad you manually tapped that. I feel so good about it. Even after that, my opponent isn't even close to being the biggest bag I've played today. Something about release day, it's brought out the worst in Arena. All right. How do we stop the giant Krasis? I guess we drop a Meteor Golem. Let's start with activating this. Up to 7, we got our own Ugin. If we -2, then what? What do we Spyglass? Probably Nissa? Let's start with the Spyglass so we know what's in their hand.
My allies are counting on me.
They have their own Ugin. Alright, well I'm not going to name Ugin then. Mass Manipulation for my Ugin. That's going to leave a mark. But I have no other way to stay alive. Maybe I -8 my Ugin? That way they can't steal it? This is not good. So I think the play actually was to play this after playing Ugin and naming Ugin. Next time I'll know better.
Peace is fragile and fleeting. Cherish what little you find.
I guess I have to get Mass Manipulation out of them somehow. So we take this, what, down to 1? Oh, if we take it down to 4 so that they don't play their own Ugin and kill it, right? Seven, 3, -3. We only have to do 2, I know this, but I'm trying to figure out how to play around the Mass Manipulation and the Ugin in my opponent's hand. I think that's it. I think I'm just supposed to send the Ugin away.
I come bearing the wisdom.
And shoot down the Karn, okay.
My flames burn beyond perception.
We have some Midnight Riders around. I think they're still on the bottom. Murderous Rider, I mean. I always say Midnight, and I don't know why. I can't explain it to you. Alright, top of the deck has to be friendlier than it's been all day. Okay. Sure. Interesting. This one we can -2.
Without wisdom is the path.
They're not going to want to steal this one very much because it's so much lower loyalty than theirs is. But they might have to do it anyway. Like theirs is about to ultimate. They really don't want to use it that way. So it at least keeps things awkward. They head upstairs. They can steal this and shoot me with it. I go to 1. That might be the play. They are doing it. All right. To 1. How do we solve this Ugin then? Oh no, they just got rid of mine and kept theirs on 11. Okay, so we're still at 4 then. So we can still find Murderous Rider. I hate you, opponent. I hate you so freaking much for getting to draw cards better than I ever will. Alright, let's do this. Grasp. No. That ain't it. Alright, send the district. If they block like that, then we get to grasp, which just makes it for a trade. So we need to grasp here, tap for colorless before it dies, draw. This has to be a way to remove the Ugin, and it's not. Oh my goodness. I think that's a keeper. Some land, some spells. What more could you ask for in this world? Besides mono red in free play. Let's go. Let's go. Give me your hand. Alright, so we want to keep our opponent on odd cards. I guess we have eliminate for this robber. Maybe we're just supposed to take cleave away. Or we'll just take the 2-for-1 and light up the stage, because right now they might grind us out. Yeah. We'll just take the 2-for-1. We can eliminate the robber, event the bone crusher, leave them with nothing for their ember cleave. Fervent champion. I guess no. That does suck though. I'm not gonna get the Bone Crusher Giant now. We'll take this out before it gets the trigger. We can't afford to wait. Castle, Embereth, Bone Crusher Giant. Don't really want to target it with the rider, do I? Let's just get it exiled. Next turn we can play both sides of the rider if we need to. Don't hit something good. Wow. I don't think I've ever been so unhappy. That is truly infuriating. They just drew 4 cards. If they cast it. Alright, we need a Karn to turn off our own Maze Mind Tome. Because our opponent is the scummiest scum. Well, they're not drawing a card, they're scrying. And they scry to the bottom. Solemn. Solemn. That's not good enough. Down to 5, and Murderous Rider is here. Let's go, Spearmaster. We need some life. Nice draw. Pretty good. Pretty good draw, dude. Didn't even upkeep Scry for it. Knew he had it the whole time. Knew they had it. And now we're keeping on top. Love it. All right. Let's get this out of the frickin' way. Go to 1 and then go back up to 3. Fight out of it. Don't fall so easily to mono red. We must stand and fight. Alright, now our opponent's shifted into draw cards mode. That is a good card. We knew when they kept on top they had something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't activate the district attack with it and then still have it to block with. And I'm going to need that because the opponent's about to Embercleave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kills this leaves, yeah. 5 kills this leaves it against 2. And Annex lives. So maybe I'm better off trying to draw a removal spell. I get 2 looks. Let's start with this one. I just think I'm too far behind if I don't. It's a card. Down to 1. Opponent could top deck a burn spell. They could also any burn spell off the top wins anyway, so I have to attack with this and gain the life. I could use some good luck on my side. I could really use some here. It's been a tough day in the arena. It's been a long 2 days with the new cards and the release event and all the things going on. I'm exhausted. I'm doing my best. There are days that are harder than others. This has been a hard day to record on. I would love a little payoff. I would really love it. Spits. Take one for the team, Solemn. Sad robot. Opponent has something. It's either a giant or a Rimrock Knight, probably. If it was a shock, they'd have played it. Would have been lethal. Grasp. Grasp is good. When do we play it, though? Our opponent might have drawn an Embercleave, in which case we're really going to want this for the future. Another district. Let's go try to gain some life. Feels weird to have to be attacking like this. Nine mana. Why another Bone Crusher? Dude, stop. Stop crushing my bones. Yep, all 4 Bone Crushers. Cool. Bring me a 3/3. These districts are really trying to carry me right now. They're trying hard. So they only get 1 token because of the -4/-4. Giant is here. Ugin is here. Good card. Bang. They can't top deck another Bone Crusher. They could top deck a Shock. If they top deck a Shock, they win anyway, because they... If I attack, I mean. So I hold back. Because they could pump the Satyr, go face, and then Shock. This plays around Rock Knight, too. Oh, I guess we're trading. Up to 4. Murderous Rider goes to the bottom. Castle locked lane. 10th land, by the way. But next turn, the ultimate. Bolt.
Consider this a warning.
Power up. Oops, burned a mana. Forgot Ugin was my legendary permanent. Tin Street Dodger. Oh my gosh, it's so close. It is so close. The opponent could take Ugin off the ultimate. They're not going for it. Make you activate it. There it is. But they only have enough to activate the castle once. This has been a slugfest in the trenches. Grasp off the top. Gain 7, draw 7, play 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I broke the game. I think I won at Magic. All right. 9 life seems pretty solid. How do we finish this?
You will not threaten this world.
You will not threaten this world. Gain life until they die? Name something? We'll go with gain life until they die. Legendary creature or planeswalker. So there's 2. Power up. Equip. Power you up as well. Shoot you down. Opponent hanging in there, playing it out. Mountain off the top. Whew. Little retribution at the end. And we are back for the post-games wrap. It's going to be a quick one because I don't have a ton to add about the deck. There were some very exciting games. Some MVPs go to Mobilize District and Ugin himself. A 4th Ugin wouldn't be the worst if you want to craft one anyway. And some of the other cards, man, it's just hard to make spot removal good when everything that a Simic deck does is draw a million cards. It seems so... like, you can't overcome it, but one card I'm interested in trying is called Peer into the Abyss. It's 7 mana, and you lose half your life when you cast it, but you draw half your deck. And maybe that's what it takes. When you're losing to Hydroid Crisis game after game, maybe you just have to go over the top and draw half your deck to keep up. So, just something to think about, but otherwise, not a lot of comments on the deck. It's fun. I like it a lot, and I do think that you need the spot removal spells. I also used to have 6 mana Ugin in here to help me ramp to big Ugin. I cut him because it was such a waste. I just never lived long enough to play the first Ugin if I had both a 6 mana and an 8 mana Planeswalker in my deck. Just, you couldn't live long enough, so that's why removal spells were here instead. So I think that cutting removal spells, that's walking on the wild side. Not recommended. All right, now that we've talked about all that, I have one shout out to get done here, and this goes to a certain tier on Patreon. You get shout outs once a month. So they said what to say, they didn't tell me how to say it. So I'm going to add some CGB flair.
I know that you are watching Spatzel and Sheriff.
Bolus is watching. And thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.